Good morning. Good morning. He decided to swing on the fan because he is getting into the swing of things, just like I am. Day 2. Yes, Vlogmas. Yes, this needs to happen. Yes, this needs to happen. That might be a little too much. Yes, that sizzle though. That sizzle means some goodness is about to go down. Yes. Anybody else wake up super excited about food? Yes, I do. It's just such a nice warm and fuzzy that comes from food. I say we all do a morning stretch. Stretch. Yes, wake up that brain. Wake up. Day 2. I love snuggling up. I'm always cold. And yes, even in Florida. But yes, I love, after I'm done with scarfing down my breakfast, to finish up my coffee on the couch and just kind of space out and think about my life, hopes and dreams before the kiddos wake up. I am officially turning into a unicorn, you guys. Check this out. 37 and still breaking out. Yep, it's never gonna end. Child at heart and at skin. But yeah, man, quitting this alcohol, I'm so glad I decided to do it. It's not easy because I've associated it with unwinding, relaxation, and fun for such a long time that now I'm having the struggle or the challenge of trying to replace that thought with there's other things that should be associated with unwinding, having fun, and relaxation. My body's like really sensitive, so whenever I make an adjustment or give something up, I always have some kind of random reactions. And I don't know if it's just me, but my skin started to break out a little bit more than usual. And then on top of that, I started getting like these random headaches and kind of like almost like brain fog. And I was looking it up, like symptoms of alcohol detox. And man, why in the hell was I drinking to begin with? Because that crap is terrifying. Like, I was reading all sorts of mess about, when people like are fully hooked on alcohol, like how for sure it can cause like brain fog, confusion, muscle aches, seizures, even death. And I'm like, okay, there's my motivation. There's my motivation for sure. But it's just crazy for me just kind of observing how my body's reacting, how my mind is reacting with just kicking the habit of alcohol. Definitely, I've kicked up with cravings, and I think it's just because my body's like, something's out of whack. I'm used to getting something, and I don't know exactly what it is, but I need something to replace it. So I've been just like craving a lot more like sugary stuff and comfort foods, and I think that's why a lot of people, when they break addictions, they kind of gain weight at first. So it'll be interesting to see if I also gain weight, or maybe they say sometimes people have a loss of appetite. So I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure loss of appetite's not going to be my problem. I'm hangry all the time. What's helping is trying to eat the best kind of foods that I can tolerate. And I'm feeling like if I can just fill myself with nutritional stuff, I have the energy and the hormonal levels that will be stable enough for me to be strong enough to say, you know what, I'm going to continue to say no. I feel like if I replace that bad habit with another bad habit, it's going to weaken my overall like strength mentally, physically. So it's going to make it a lot harder to say, you know, I'm good. And I'm noticing one of the things that initially made me think, you know what, I'm gonna get off of this alcohol for a little bit. And I wasn't like an everyday drinker, but I was almost an everyday drinker. And I was noticing more and more I wasn't sleeping well. Like, I would definitely fall asleep more easily, but I was waking up a lot throughout the night. And I read that it has something to do with like that fluctuation in like your hormonal levels, or like your blood sugar, basically your body realizing that something is needing to be processed out. And once your body kind of starts to release the alcohol, like process it, because it's an addictive substance, it's almost like you wake up because your body's saying, I need more of this. And it's a lot more involved, and I'll probably go talk more about that in another video. But I'm noticing right around now, though, that my sleep is starting to normalize a little bit. And I'm not waking up as much, and I'm feeling more rested when I do get up in the morning. So to me, that's a plus, because I love feeling well rested. And I'm hoping that this is going to lead to just me being able to be on a better sleep routine that will just allow healthier habits to start developing in my life. But that's one of the first things I'm noticing as well too, is just sleeping better. And I'm having a lot more intense or imaginative dreams. I used to always have like these really lavish dreams, like just phenomenal, like book writing material dreams. And every now and then I would notice like, oh, I didn't even remember my dream last night, or it was kind of like just bits and pieces that didn't make any sense. And for me, that's unusual, because I have like stories developing in my mind in like 10 minutes or so. It's like 10 minutes of sleeping for me, it's like a saga developed. But I had this crazy dream where, and I think this is my brain like trying to process, when you fall asleep, your brain is like rebooting, and it starts to kind of compile everything that you thought about or did in your past or recent days. I had this crazy random dream. I was in some kind of hotel, and it was almost like I was a student or something, but I was with a group of people, and we were all like studying or something, it looked like to me. And everyone was like, gosh, I'm kind of hungry. I'm in the mood for a snack. And everyone looked at me and they said, hey, Sabrina, you mind making us one of those little snack platters that you make? Because you're so good at making them. And in real life, I do love snack platters. Oh, man, I just love eating in general. And I was like, sure. And I went into the kitchen in my dream, and I started like whipping up, grapes, and I was slicing them up, making them look like flowers. I was chopping up a variety of cheeses. I was putting all sorts of stuff in, gluten-free chili crackers, and all this awesome yumminess. But then the dream took a turn for some randomness, because I was somehow cooking a big cow, like a whole cow. And if you're vegan, you might want to leave the channel at this point. But I ended up in my dream. It was like a cow that was hung up from the ceiling, and I was cooking it somehow without any kind of heat. Like, I guess I was like a witch and I had magic or something. And then people that were waiting on the snack platter, some of them came in the kitchen. They're like, oh, how's the snack platter coming along? And I'm like, oh, it's coming along great. I just have to carve up this meat. And I started carving the mess out of this cow. And on the inside of this cow was a huge pig. Huge pig. And then I carved up the pig too. And I don't know, it was a creepy dream. It was a really creepy dream, because no one was flipping out. I wasn't flipping out, they weren't flipping out. But dreams are so wonky. I always looking up like the definition of dreams. And I started to look that one up, and supposedly when you dream of pigs, it's a sign of prosperity and good, like health and wealth and whatnot. So I was like, okay, sure, bring it on. I'm good with that. So I think that is a good sign that this journey of kicking this alcohol is gonna go well. I'm gonna prosper from this somehow. I sure hope. But yes, I don't know if I'm gonna vlog anymore for this day 2 of Vlogmas. I'm wishing you guys well. Have a lovely, beautiful, warm, fuzzy amazing day filled with gratitude, and just do you, be you. You got this.